for more on Tip's decisive win there.
Thank you, Riv. Decisive, to say the least there.
Yep.
And I think Kobe said it best during the game. That was, in a sense, hard to watch. Watch C9
if you're a Cloud9 fan.
Yeah, if you're a Cloud9 fan, get completely dismantled. And it all began very early in that mid lane where, Impulse decided to go for a mid lane dive as opposed to what we would normally see as a side lane dive.
Well, they had the comp to do it, too. They had Alistar level 2. They had the Maokai. And I do want to talk about the comp here from TIP, because this is comfort just across the board.
Yep.
Adrian's on a dive champion that can start fights. Apollo,
Got a Sivir again.
Lee Sin for Rush. Orianna for Xiao. He always loved to farm. He was a Challenger Series way back in the day champion form. So across the board, TIP are just on champions that they came in here and they're like, you know what? We want to win this game with our own style, so we're going to execute on that. And you saw them take off with the tempo, and they just did not stop.
Yeah, and to be fair, like things like Orianna and Lee Sin being played is not like, oh my God, Cena, how dare you let Xiao play his 5th favorite mid laner? But the thing that actually really got me was the fact that they gave away Alistar and Sivir together.
Yeah.
So here's the reasoning. So here's what happened in picks and bans. So I'll first introduce what happened before when TIP played TDK. TIP was blue side, TDK had 0 bans. So Impulse gets to play exactly whatever first pick champion they want. They get to say, this is the best champion of the game, we're picking it. And they chose Alistar. With no bans in first pick, they said Alistar is the best champion in the game. And this is just like full known knowledge now. And C9's like, all right, we're gonna like pinch the jungler, we're gonna like ban some other stuff, and surprise, first pick Alistar comes through. And C9's plan was like, yeah, we're gonna ban Rek'Sai, you ban Gragas, you ban Echo. Okay, we're gonna take your Nocturne. That'll show them. Lee Sin gets played, and like that's completely useless in the first place. And C9 thinks that Rumble's gonna be good enough, and lo and behold, now Alistar and Sivir got picked, right?
Yeah.
Like now the 2 best champions for their bottom lane got through picks and bans uncontested. Like that to me is a little bit unacceptable from C9's pick and ban phase. Like that just shouldn't happen. Pick a new strategy. And then to snowball into the level 1 and whatnot, and how the early game was played, super clever by TIP, right? They go for the mid lane dive you're talking about. They had Apollo perfectly manage the bottom lane to where he pushes in about like the 4th wave. He builds it up. There's like 8 cast minions, pushes that wave in. After the second dive mid lane, in they go, and the turret goes down. They don't lose any time for it. Really, really well orchestrated early game.
Zyrene, I do want to look back over on C9 because we see that first loss, 4 balls come through on Rumble, in the North American LCS, that is, right? So when you look at C9 and how they're doing this split, how they'll do in the back half of this split, when you can't even win on the champion that you are known for playing, when you talk about comfort picks, you put balls on Rumble and you can't pick up a victory. What does this mean for a C9 squad with only 8 games left in the season?
Putting balls at 17-1 on his overall record. First loss. Honestly, people talk about, is it time to hit the panic button for Cloud9? Right now, it looks like it's time to hit the panic button for Cloud9. They do not look anything reminiscent of what they were like 1 split ago, 2 splits ago, and that's very, very concerning.
Yep, I mean, some of the stats are misleading because like when they went 25-3, a lot of champions are going to end up undefeated on that roster. But yes, I mean, I don't think anyone's surprised here. C9 looks a lot worse than before. If they stay in the LCS split, they've got to rebuild, just like it took Dignitas like 2-3 splits to get good again. But if they want to keep trying to grow as a team, of course they can. These are good players.
It's a really big dip, though.
Sure, of course it is.
It's a huge dip. This is kind of like almost an unprecedented dip when you replace 1 person on a team.
Without a doubt, Cloud9 has some work to do to get to where they want to be, but a very decisive, dominating victory there for Team Impulse. We do have to take a quick break while we hype ourselves up to dangerous levels, because when we return, it's on to our game of the week, Team Solo Mid versus Counter Logic Gaming. You're not going to want to miss it.
Hype me up, man. Hype me up.
I'm getting hyped. No!
Why you need translator? Your English better.
I can't read the question.
You can't understand the question, you mean?
Yeah, and Lucas Google to me.
A new challenger approaches, and they get the twisted advance onto Sneaky. That was the worry. No escape for the Jinx, and now a no escape for Lemon Nation.
Waiting, go. Kiting. Rumble.
Okay, Rumble.
Nocturne. I'm backing. Yeah, kiting.
Kite.
5 second combo. Yeah, okay.
Impact completely tanking that shredding inhibitor turret. Ball's now in the wrong spot at the wrong time. He's gonna go down. Impulse turned it on. They're able to take down Cloud9.